Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to another stream. So let's jump straight back into it. Let's go over to here. Maybe if I turn this down, it'll make more sense. There we go, beautiful. All right, so as you can see by the title, I actually broke the map. And if you haven't seen in the last couple of streams, we had some serious issues, mainly with these materials being blurred out. And the reason for that was me turning on substrate and absolutely destroying the whole material logic within the project. But I've managed to salvage the map, salvaged the project. So what I've done is I actually, thankfully, I had a backup on a USB, which is pretty much the backup before anything, any metahuman stuff we created. So that's good. We fixed that. So this is actually a new map. I don't think I've built it yet. This we can probably get rid of that. We can get rid of that actually. We can we'll probably build the map actually first. But there's also some stuff that is not working. Well, that's working. That's good. That's working, but the door is not working. Okay, maybe it's a different mesh. All right. So there's a couple of things we need to fix. But however, what I should do is maybe try and build the level. So I've actually, this is an older build. I've salvaged the map. So this build hasn't got what was it called? It was substrate. I turned substrate on, which literally converts all the legacy materials. It adds, different nodes. It literally restructures the whole fucking material system, and you can't go back type of thing, because the issue that we were having, it actually destroys. And the reason why they were blurry, because they actually dropped down from 2K textures down to 64 by 64. So if we go straight to here and it goes to this texture, you'll see here's the texture here. This, if you've seen, was actually displayed at 64. It was like this big. And that's why it was blurry, but I've salvaged it. So we don't have to rebuild the map, which is good. We've got that. But what I'm going to do is maybe I'm going to try and build this thing for the first time, actually. Let's just build all levels and see how we go from here on out. And hopefully we're not going to have any issues. The only thing is that we need to redo all the metahumans, but we'll be doing that today. Pretty much I just want to get all this working again, because I had to remove the config files and all that, and then I had to redo all the collision settings and all that type of stuff. But this is probably just a technicality of the wrong mesh. Yes, that's the wrong one. That's not what it needs to be. We can do that as well, actually. We'll do the whole thing. Interactable, okay. Oh, wait, interesting. Oh, right. Oh, that's right, because that's the extra. That's why. Okay. So now it should work. So we got that, and we got NPCs as well. So yeah, I'm just trying to get everything working again with all the new settings and stuff. Shit, that's not what I want. Not here, not this guy. Sorry if you can hear. I thought he stopped, but dude's out there with a pressure washer. Sorry if you can hear that. What the fuck's going on here? These warnings, I've got to work out what those warnings are. So now the NPC character should be this guy. Different object types, just for the interaction system. So we can go over to level. So yeah, I broke the map, but I salvaged it. Lucky I had a backup on a USB, because I literally grabbed a bunch of old backups and deleted them to get more space, and it was just the bad timing type of thing. But we're back. We're pretty much back where we were before we even started metahumans. And metahumans is where it all started to break, because to be able to get because there was a face textures issue, and then it said to turn on substrate and then turn on virtual textures. I've done all that. Next thing, the whole fucking map's broken. But this should be good now. We should be able to technically, yeah. All right. Everything's working nicely. That's all working. I can't. And why have I got? Why is my HUD all messed up? What? It's the configuration is all. It's because to remove every single trace and make sure that nothing was broken, I removed all the config files, all the saving, intermediate shit. Here we go. This is the problem here. So today we're just focusing on getting shit working again. Just got lost some references. How many we got? We got 1, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Components 14. What the fuck? Oh, maybe if this isn't gonna matter, but we'll just remove it anyway. Okay, there we go. Ah, shit. The loading's not copping it. Vitals. What's going on, man? Okay. Interesting. Actually, what could it be? This is not happening for some fucking reason. Okay. Shit. I don't know what the fuck's going on here, man. I don't know why this isn't working. Let's see what happens when it updates. I'll wait 30 seconds. So that's the only issue right now. Okay. He's not. Okay. Let me fix this up quickly. Let's just go. Sorry if it's loud for me. I don't know if it's loud for you. Complex, that's right. Complex. How did I turn these? I think I've already turned these on just recently. Trace the complex. So the interact timer should be one of these bad boys. Just make this the fucking NPC as well. Fuck it. Shout out to the two watching on YouTube. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. Consider subscribing. Goes a long way of helping with the... Okay. That's better, actually. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Okay. Perfect. All right. Well, that's all fixed. The only issue now is the fucking vitals. For some reason, I fucked up. Let's go to vitals and slow this down to 5 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bang, okay. Okay. Why did they literally just set at the same? Is that... choose not the same fucking number, please. Alright. Okay, it's working properly. So it's technically have saved. Oh, now I know the problem. Now I know the problem. It's not saving. I need to fix this up. I need to find out what that is. Sorry guys, this is not really... I just thought I'd jump online and just do it with you guys. Extracted desktop. I just want to know. I think it was 19th of July. Just get... because it's a new config file. Shout out to the two watching on YouTube. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. Consider subscribing. But that's what we're doing today. Salvaging. Now I know exactly what's happening. It's not saving. Actually, it's not saving where it should. It wouldn't matter really. But yeah, these things happen, especially when you're not aware of the extensiveness of a substrate. That's why it was a experimental. It changes everything. It changes all your. It's like changing the pipeline of materials in the engine. You've gone from legacy materials now to a substrate system, and like you can't just revert back. And even if you do revert back and then try reinstall the assets to get all the assets fixed again, it doesn't fix at all. Once you turn substrate on, it's over. It's over. You either have it on or you're fucked. Simple as that. Um, But yeah, luckily I had that save on the USB, which is pretty much the most recent backup I would have needed before the metahumans, because I've done this right before the metahumans. So we might, we might even start creating some metahumans to see if we get that face texture issue, because then I have to fix it without changing fucking material structures in the engine. Yeah, it literally turned all my 2K textures into 64 by 64 pixels. And for some reason, when you reinstall the assets, they get reverted to the substrate version. So like you can't just reinstall the asset. Happy days, you got the old version, the old legacy. It doesn't work like that. So I essentially fucked the whole project. In worst case scenarios, we would have had to redo the map. I would have been able to take, salvage the code, but not the meshes and the materials and the map. But luckily, very luckily, this time I'm gonna make a fucking a repository, and it's not getting deleted for no circumstance whatsoever. It was just really bad timing with everything. But luckily, even if we did lose progress, it really wouldn't have been much. A couple weeks, month or so. This is a big fucking look how long it took to do that. Okay, I literally just want one thing from the project settings. The new starting date for the project. Shout out to the two watching on YouTube. Where you watching from, boys? Jump in the comments. And it's technically a new map too, so a new level. Watching from the USA. Hope all is well. It is, man. Thanks for asking. How you doing, Isaac? Oh, this is a built level. The lighting looks better. What the fuck? Oopsie daisies. Oh, that's right. Now I know what. Now I know where we're at. That's the respawn. So what should be happening technically? This is the problem here. The exit. Stop. End. What is it? What the fuck? Stop. Exit. Where's the fucking... Oh, that's right. It's the fucking editor settings. Stop. Exit. He's right there. Bang. 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 It should be exit. Yeah, escape. Okay. What the fuck? There, that's the fucking problem right there. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Now it's saved. Let's... Because it saves when you... everything saves, bang, it's saved. Resume. Quit. I should come back in and have the... There we go. Fucking hell. Alright, so that's all good. Everything's fixed now. That's fucking good, alright. Oh, old mate. That's something I've got to work out. Bump an old mate like that. Ah, interesting. Ah, okay. Okay. Is that the... It's the call distance. Call... distance. Call distance. The call distance. Let's do 3,000. Booyah. Back against the wall, back against the wall. Look at that. Look at the precision of that culling. You know what's funny? You can actually see that dark wall there. That's because that part of the instance is removed, and that part as well. That's actually sick. We should see it. See it pop in and out. Look at that culling distance, brother. Fine tuned. If I increase it, it should be fine. That's right. Let's go with a 30. Let's go with a 3500 data. All right. Okay. I don't think the card distance has anything to do with that. I think that's just the level instance doing its thing. Let's just do a 4,000. Beautiful. Okay. So really, I can't have a point of view going further than that. That's the furthest that we're going to have. Oh, wait. Shit, this is probably longer. There goes... okay. Look, the phone pops in and out. So the level instance is still... Yeah, so... we're probably going to have to increase that a little bit. Like, fucking heaps. Who cares? I think that's fine. The only reason why the hall is still loaded and the parts of the wall are not breaking, like, you know, disappearing, is because this whole thing is one level instance. And all around here as well. Alright. So everything's fixed, I think. Now, that's good. Let's just, I need to quickly do a backup. It's going to take a couple of minutes, but like I said, this isn't probably going to be a very entertaining live stream. It's just something we need to do. We had to revert back to the last build pretty much. This is going to be latest fixed build. Let's do that. All right. Let's get rid of this. Now's the time to probably ask some questions if you want to jump in the chat, but that's where we are. So thankfully we got it working again. And what in the fuck is that file? A raw temp, okay. Never seen that file before. Did you get the level assets from the Unreal Marketplace? Yes. The specific assets I used, I'll show you. We've got enough time. Oopsie daisy. Oopsie daisy. What am I using? So the walls and, you know, the walls and the prisons. This asset, or no, wait for it. I'm using some assets from here, but the assets that make up the prison and the prison cells and the hallways are all from this QA police station. But this is like a combination of the 2 cell blocks plus a police station. You can actually buy QA cell blocks. So you can buy the cell blocks individually, but I just happen to have bought the whole police station. So I've got all of it. So that's what makes up most of the building and that. These are just like, you know, filing cabinets, tables and stuff like that, you know, things I can use in the prison for CO officers and stuff. So those are mainly the assets I'm using, but all the assets I'm using are here. These are the assets I'm using. I'm using Smart Locomotion as the character base. I've got Smart AI as the replicated things. This is a very handy tool for an OCD person. We got that icon generator there, so I can make professional icons. I got modular prison for some meshes, like the shower things. And there's the QA police station. I've got the police station. We've got modular prison modular. That needs to get removed for starters. These all need to be updated actually. And I shouldn't have done that because it's fucking... this would fuck up. But yeah, that's what I'm using there. I'm a programmer. I'm not a 3D modeler. I'm not an animator. I'm not trying to spend a decade to get good enough with those fields to just produce a wall mesh. You know what I mean? So I've got a wall to run into type of thing. I'm more interested in the programming side of things. And that's what assets are for, literally. Literally. Let me see that. Yeah, I'm more of a programmer too. That's why I asked about the assets. Yeah, definitely. Or like that's why I picked Unreal Engine. It's the best engine. It's got the best assets, the biggest community, the most tutorials, the best looking games, the best looking assets. To be honest, every time I see a fucking 3D game made in Unity, it looks fucking horrible. Or like a Godot game. I mean, if you're really that tight ass and you want to fucking not have a 5%, not have to give Epic Games 5% of your revenue, I mean, fucking all right. Go and do that. You know what I mean? Do you know how I look at it? Unreal Engine gave me the ability to make $100, so I'll give them $5. All right. They gave me the ability to make that $100. I wouldn't have the ability to make that $100, right? So they deserve $5. Do you understand? That's how I look at it. Because they gave us the access to the engine, so they deserve that. You know what I mean? But I will say 5% of your revenue is pretty fucked up. Maybe 5% of the game, but not 5% of everything. Because like if you start selling merch, now fucking Epic Games owns 5% of that revenue. It's everything. But you know, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be able to do this without them. Do you understand? It always spins me out. If you could not make $100, but someone gives you the ability to make $100 and you don't want to give them $5, you're an idiot. Yeah. Like, I don't know. But yeah. And all you have to do is not sell your game and you're fine. Just don't make $1 million and you're sweet. You don't qualify for that 5%. But yeah. But look at the fucking assets I got, bro. I got bipolar. Sometimes I just fucking like come up with the craziest ideas and start buying fucking $600 worth of assets. But look at the assets I got, brother. And see that thing I was tried to delete from the asset list? The modular prisoners? That thing cost $250 fucking dollars and I didn't even use them. What a fucking idiot. These. $250 for nothing, brother. Trust me, that's not the first time I've done that. I spent $600 on fucking assets to build a Mad Max style game and didn't even fucking build it. Fucking out of control, mate. But yeah, see, these guys were appealing because they had tattoo logic. At least I can look at the tattoo logic. That's mainly why I usually buy assets. I'll just buy the asset so I can look at the logic. You know what I mean? I've done that with a phone asset to see how he done selfies, and it was literally how I'd assume it would be. But yeah, the old fucking That's why they control my money and maintain it and only give me so much per week. Because I'll fucking put myself into fucking poverty instantaneously. But anyway, there we go. We need to go back in. I've done the save now. There was no issues, hopefully. All right, so now what we want to do is start jumping into the metahumans and see if we got the original issue of the face textures. What? I actually remember deleting them. Fucking hell, that's not fucking good. Fuck. We're missing them? Get fucked. That's. That's a bit of an issue there with the old ladder skis there. Where is it? Fuck. Oh shit. Okay. There's nothing wrong. That's good. So now let's start trying to create a metahuman. Metahuman creator, male. Let's just create one right now. Because I have 4 races, Asian, black, Hispanic, and white that I've got. There's only so many presets, so I can't really have any more. Like, I think that's all right, 4 different races, like, for now anyway. This is the issue here, the face texture. This guy's got the maddest hair, bro. The most realistic hair I've ever seen on a character. Like, the way it swings with gravity is so realistic. And these take forever to build these fucking things, right? Once you build him and try to assemble him, his face textures fuck up. Yeah, what's going on there? Oh, okay. He looks fine so far. See, what I've got to do is I've got to build him with no clothes on. Then I'll get a full body mesh. Then I've got to build him with clothes on and have a UV mask to so he doesn't clip through his skin doesn't clip through the clothing and that. I almost just want to stop fucking building this. You know how long we haven't even got started with this like character system yet, bro. It's been like 2 weeks. Let's see what I mean. Hell, bro. What the fuck, brother? It's an issue for some reason. Oh. Okay. Can I make a interesting? Okay. Metahuman. Hopefully I can create him and he'll be fine. Hopefully just... Oh, wait, this build never even had a metahuman before. Shout out to the 2 watching on YouTube. 40 minutes in. We got everything good. All the meshes are like back to normal. Everything's high quality. Hopefully the lighting's going to be better now with these metahumans. But all I'm going to do is build this guy. That's it. We're building this guy. I'll get in the parametric clothing. I'll build the parametric clothing. I'll show you how he can combine all the meshes. The CO uniform's already done practically. We just got to do the same, but with the prisoner uniform. And he's old mate with a fucking pressure washer again. Fucking hell. So sorry if you can hear that. I'm hoping there's noise cancellation and you can't. That's probably the loudest it was going to get. Fucking idiots, man. It's always 6, 7 a.m. these guys. So right now we're building the rig. I don't know why you got to build the rig and then assemble. Shouldn't it all be in one hit? This is looking good so far. This is actually looking pretty good so far. Yeah, it's looking good. All right, let's try and assemble that bad boy. And don't worry, I'm not going to sit here and make 16 fucking metahumans, but we're just going to make this guy. And then I might even have a break from the fucking character system because it's doing my 18. And it's also very large. These metahumans are very fucking big in size. I think it's like 3 gigs per metahuman. Can you hear a pressure washer in the background? I've got some filters on there, so you shouldn't. But he's here cleaning a mess from the other guys that mixed cement on the fucking ground, and then it was just cement everywhere. I'm like, brother, that was 4 weeks ago. See how long it takes just to assemble these things? And you got to, like, now I have to assemble them 3 different times. So this time, so we've got the full body mesh, and then with the uniform overalls with a certain his whole body except his arms masked out, and then for the COs he just needs his hands. So 3 different body types for 3 different body types for two different style clothing. So having the naked one is just good. So like when you're selecting a character, they start sort of like naked, and then you can like change your clothing. But you can't really change your clothing right now. The only thing you're going to be able to change on these metahumans is your hairstyle, your facial hair, potentially, accessories like bandanas, glasses, and I really want to look into tattoos on the skin. And I can look at how it's done in that modular prisoner thing, but even he says it's very resource hungry. So I'd have to see how he does it, but do it in a more optimized fashion. Like, even if I have to, like, I don't even know how I do it. I'd know it'd be a texture change. Like, you'd have to modify the skin texture and somehow put a tattoo on it. I don't know. I don't know anything about that stuff. Even the math that you got to do inside materials is just twist my brain. Man, I've been doing this for the last like 14 days, just sitting here waiting for these things to get assembled, bro. So we're gonna work with this one guy. That's it for now, anyway. I could theoretically only need a female version, and then I could maybe 2 of them, and then I could build the logic, and then just add them at the end, just in case we need to do all these changes. That's why it's good to work out what you need to do, like, and then determine if it's plausible to do, like, to try and finish that version, or is it plausible just to try and get the, like, you got to really think. You got to really think about, am I going to do all this work, right? Like, for instance, like, say, like, because I need 16 metahumans, instead of building all the 16 metahumans, I just build one or two, right? And then I build the structure around those two metahumans. And then if I do need to rebuild the metahumans for whatever reason, I can just do it that way. You know what I mean? Instead of building 16, realizing you need to fucking rebuild the 16, and you got to be smart like that. It's like, think about what, what you're putting your time into. Is it really plausible to try and do all this work when we might have to revert? It's part of the joy. It's part of the fun. The absolute joyness of game development. It's fucking beautiful. Beautiful. Look how long old mate is taken to assemble. And I need to do 8 males and 8 females, and then 2 other males and 2 other females for the NPCs, and then 2 other females for the nurses. There's going to be over 20 of them I need to do. But once the character system's done, we then do the NPCs, and bang, that's everyone done. All the metahumans done, the whole character system done. The NPCs are done. Because there's going to be male and female prisons, I now need male and female commissary workers, male and female normal workers. So if you're in a female prison, the NPC prisoners are obviously the females. Like, and the only reason I'm doing that is because it's like, it's just to allow females to be able to play the game. You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be those weird people that want to, be the female character in that. But I actually think that what's going to happen is that's going to be a very strict rule. Is that you cannot join a female server if you sound like a bloke type of thing. You know what I mean? Like that's going to be like a very standard rule. There's going to be very strict rules in these roleplay servers, because I'm going to make it so you're not essentially forced to roleplay, but it's going to have all those tools for the heavy role players and all that type of stuff. It's going to be built that way, but yeah, the only reason why I'm adding females is just so then a group of females can create a server and they can have their own fun. You know what I mean? Because the only way the rules will allow it for a male to join a female server is if they become a CO. Because if you're a CO, you can be male or female. So that's the only way it's going to work. But just so females have got their own thing, I mean, it's just as easy as making a selection, male or female prison. And I spawn the right NPC depending on if it's a male or a female prison type of thing. So that's how it's going to work. How long have we been waiting for this assembly? But what's really good is that the face textures seem to be fixed. Maybe I've done something in the engine, and then the engine... Give me a couple minutes, guys. I'll be back. It happened. Fucking hell, mate. All right. This is, for some reason, this is just what happens. I don't know why. Oh man, this is ridiculous. All right, let's just, what? All right. So, we do a backup. Just so we start changing settings. It's obviously, we're going to have to look into it. Like, this is just what happens. Like 5.7, like, I'm pretty sure it happens to everybody. Like, why? Why is the facial textures fucked up? Like, surely they would have figured that out, like, already. And this has been out since 5.6, I think. This is 5.7. Which I think is probably the latest Unreal Engine 5 build you're going to want to have. Because according to Unreal Engine, from 5.8 onwards is when they start going into the direction of Unreal Engine 6. And they start laying the groundwork in Unreal Engine 5.8. So, I think 5.7 is going to be the latest possible like the latest version in Unreal Engine 5 you'd want to use. And what in the world happened here? Oh wait, it's closed. All right. Okay. May God have mercy on us all. All right. As you can see, the joyness is overflowing this morning. Exploding. The joy. The absolute joy. Now, let's start researching. Why are face textures bugged? MetaHuman Creator. UE 5.7. Interesting. Unreal Engine. Missing textures, resetting, overriding after downloading sources are common. This is a typical cause by conflicts with virtual textures or substrate materials. And here is the biggest idiot talking to you right now and turn those motherfuckers on and fucked everything. Disable virtual textures. I thought you have to turn them on. Disable substrate temporarily. Uncheck enable. It's not even on, bro. Alright, we need to try and disable that. I had that issue last time. I actually need to learn that.
If you are a game developer or filmmaker using Unreal Engine 5.7.1 and you use metahumans, you've probably had this issue at least once where their hair, their eyebrows, and their grooms
She's stressing, brother.
And go absolutely crazy.
Stressing.
I'm going to show you how to fix this and talk about what's going to be happening in the future. So let's look at the problem right now.
Get her a coffee ASAP.
Character, and we can see that the groom looks slightly undesirable. So I made a post about this on LinkedIn. This is the post here from roughly 6 days ago. And I was complaining about it, and I had heard of this issue from other people. And Of course, everyone else who's using it has the same issue, but luckily, a fellow Unreal Engine user named Elvis Morelli posted the fix for it. So shout out to Elvis Morelli, and I'll show you what that looks like to do it. On top of that, I made a post on the Unreal Engine community developer forum under MetaHumans, and it's confirmed by Epic Games that this is going to be fixed relatively soon. And if you want to grab the fix now, it's actually already on GitHub. So if you're able to do that type of, rebuilding the engine yourself from source, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, for everyone else, here's how we fix it in Unreal Engine 5.7.1 today. So here we are with our beautiful MetaHuman groom, and things are looking a little bit crazy. And like Elvis said, the main culprit here is the binding asset. So I'm going to grab the hair. That is a wild look. It looks pretty interesting. And what we want to do is scroll down and find the binding asset.
Sometimes bugs are hilarious, bro.
So we're going to double click
hilarious.
this.
I'll show you a bug, literally. Am I going to be able to find it here? Yes, I will. I'll show you a bug. It's hilarious. This bug that I had once. It should be here. Here. Look at this bug. Sometimes bugs turn out to be hilarious. Check this out. Oh. Sometimes bugs turn out to be hilarious. Check this out. A loop bug, look. There was a loop involved in the bug, and look what happened. It just spawned like 100 of them. Sometimes bugs turn... yeah, that's hilarious.
And all we want to do is hit this little folder button, which is going to basically reference and show in Finder or / content browser where the skeletal mesh for the face is. So this is selected. We go back to the binding, and we're going to click on the little arrow here, and we're going to assign the same mesh to the source skeletal mesh.
What? Why isn't it the source?
We're going to want to do this for every one of the grooms and confirm that it's working. So
it's not even, it's bugged. You got to fix their problems.
Right? It's subtle if you're not looking very close, but she has hair on her nose, which shouldn't be there. So that is going to be, all of these need this fix, basically. So let's go to the binding asset for the peach fuzz.
He's got a mustache.
Again, this is already selected from before, so this is relatively easy. And save.
Because that's something the grooms don't transfer. Like the grooms are somehow, like they're attached to the mesh, but they somehow don't.
And then we're going to go to, not the creator, we're going to go to eyelashes, same issues, groom asset. Wrong one, sorry. We're going to do the binding asset.
You have to fix up the assets.
And I keep going to the creator, binding assets here. I'm going to click this and save. Eyelashes look good. And finally should be eyebrows. She doesn't have a beard and mustache, so we're not going to have that issue. Let's go to the binding asset and assign the skeletal mesh down there. Oops. I did the groom in that case. That's the wrong one. We're going to do it. And this one, luckily, it didn't let me do that. And we save. And is our MetaHuman back to normal? They are looking fairly normal. So
okay, so you essentially have to do what Unreal Engine should have done. Okay. Makes sense. Now, what the fuck is that, bro? What the fuck? Who cares about that, bro? Let's hope virtual textures are enabled, and we can just... I've already tried this, so I know it's not going to work. Ah.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? So a couple of weeks ago, I made an Unreal Engine 5 MetaHuman video where I showed you that the facial animation or the facial rig of the MetaHumans was broken when using the iPhone Live Link app. Well, I'm happy to let y'all know that I believe this is finally fixed. So what we have here right now is a brand spanking
3 years
MetaHuman
ago
that I downloaded. And what I'll do is just show you to prove to you that I think this facial animation or facial rig is now fixed.
That's something I'm going to do. I'm going to make it so I'm going to use the facial animation logic to make your lips move when you're talking in voice chat. So it looks like your character's speaking. Virtual, okay. What the fuck's going on here with this shit, bro? Like, oh, that's right. The water collision. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Yep, old mate's fucked. Virtual textures, alright. Virtual textures. Virtual texture. Virtual texture. Interesting. Okay, so it is enabled. Rendering use virtual textures. Rendering. Okay. So if this doesn't break shit, it probably will. And reapply custom texture. So a bit of a bug fix, a bit of an issue fix here, because I'm not turning substrate on ever again. You could hold a gun to my head and I will refuse to turn substrate on. Not after that mess. Like, no, the project must maintain its material integrity. I refuse to fuck shit up. Pull the trigger. I'm not going through that nightmare again. Pull the trigger. Oh. Okay, let's hope. May God have mercy on us all. Fucking dude, mate, might as well jump in a fucking helicopter, brother. We wouldn't be here as much as you fucking now. The pressure washer, he's pressure washing the fucking walls now. These cunts. Fucking. Oh man, I don't like this. That's the only thing. This is now fucked up. Whoops. Okay, there's a lot of nanite meshes. And I think these guys are nanites. So now it's back to front. What's going on here? Okay. Let's download the texture. The texture. Hopefully that's where it's at, because all we got is substrate. Disable substrate temporarily. That's not possible, AI. Snap out of it. Ah, okay. If your textures initially load as solid colors, gray or black, be a memory streaming issue. Your VRAM, that's 8,000. Okay, that's the next step. You can probably hear the. You can probably hear him now. Could it be because he's nano? I think the metahumans are nanite. I've got it disabled in the project settings, so... Oh wait, this is actually one asset, I think. Oh man. I actually thought they made substrate no longer beta. But it's still beta. Or maybe it went from experimental to beta. So what I want to try and do today is get the metahuman base textures fixed today. Get the parametric clothing. I'll show you how to build the parametric clothing after this. Maybe assemble a female character, so then I've got male and females. I can build all the logic around that. Then the only thing that's going to change in the end is that there's going to be more than one character to choose from. And then once it's all done, everything's fixed in place, ready to go, I can just go spend 2-3 days building them or something. Because the only thing I don't like about programming is the tedious things that take ages. I just got to do it in stages. Shout out to the 2 watching on YouTube and the 1 on Twitch. But that's where we are. Salvage day. Fixing day. Fucking hell, mate. And I think it's taken longer to assemble them just because, like, I'm putting some load on the PC, multi-streaming to 3 different platforms. I'm maxing out on my upload speed. Like, ah, okay. Interesting. That's the problem right there. Missing settings? I don't think I've seen that before. So what you've got to do is you've got to disable the virtual textures and then you've got to enable the missing settings. And then we could potentially go like this and go skeletal mesh, maybe? All the skeletal meshes, or maybe we can just go mesh. All of them except that. No, okay. Oh, it's not. It's not that. It's something, and I think it was. No, it's another project. Restart now. Okay. Oh shit. Hopefully that's the issue. You turn off virtual textures. You add the missing settings, and then you restart, and then hopefully it fixes it. Because I didn't see that before, and it was all related to the face. Oh, you changed here. Okay. Usually helps if they have textures on their face. Sort of helps with the immersion, you know what I mean? Look how long it takes just to load into this thing, bro. Dude's eye's missing now. Oh, there we go. I've probably assembled about 50 fucking metahumans right now, and we haven't even got one that works. I knew this was going to be a tedious and maybe not the most interesting stream, but I thought, you know, I'll just click stream and we'll do it together. Because I'm assuming everybody gets that issue with the face textures. Because it seems to just happen every time for me. Like, and the only thing that seemed to fix it was turning on the substrate. But then once you save a material with substrate on, there's no return. Shout out to the two watching on YouTube and the one on Twitch. But here we are, like live streaming my screen. That's all we're doing, right? I felt they didn't really have to like put all this logic into the engine. Like we could have used the website without like stressing out our PCs. And there should be logic to be able to build multiple bodies. Because you have to rename it and then build another body. Otherwise it replaces the last mesh. So you got to like rename it to save it. Encoding overloaded. Like I'm not surprised. Like this is very, very resource hungry, this stuff. But to be honest, we are not going to be able to create a better character than that ever. You couldn't even download an asset that's better than that. That's the only reason. And because that's like really like the games, the characters need to look good. Just like in a car game, the cars need to look good. They need to work good and stuff. Like in our situation, it's the character. Like the way this guy's hair moves, I've never seen that before. I didn't think it was that realistic. And the next time I see someone with this type of hairstyle, I'm going to ask him. I'm like, brother, I'm going to show him a clip of the character moving around. I'm like, does your hair move around like that all the time? Because it just swings around constantly. I haven't even tried anyone else, all the other hairstyles and that. But yeah, about 30% of the final game size is going to be metahumans. Fucking hell, bro. What the fuck is going on here, brother? Let's try this. That's a tough bug, yeah. It's fucked. By the audio wave, you can't seem to hear that. And he's literally out the front of my door. Fuck me dead, brother. I'm telling ya. Fuck me dead. I don't even know what to do now. Like meta, human, creator, face, texture, not showing, Unreal Engine 5.7. Oh, oh. Ah. If it's that setting, I'm sending fucking Unreal Engine an email, bro. I'm telling you, if this is oopsie daisies, uh, that's actually a good sign. Uh, virtual texture. I actually hope it's as simple as that, though. Interesting. Use baked material. Oh, wait, maybe if we just rebuild him, actually. Let's just get rid of old mate completely. And reconstruct him. What? Ah, interesting. Okay. What's this shit? Oh, wow. Interesting. All right, one last build and see what happens. Stupid bug, man. And I don't think, of course, it's so new. You just aren't gonna find people fucking like you aren't gonna find a solution online as easy. I believe. Like, and this started happening straight away once I downloaded 5.7. Fuck's sakes. Refresh. Assemble that bad boy. I know it's a bit of a tedious stream, but shit happened. It's pretty much what programming is. You're essentially solving problems non-fucking stop. And something you sort of gain. I even had doctors tell me there's a part of my brain that is active that shouldn't be. And then they found that I was a programmer, and they go, "Oh, that actually makes sense." Because what you do is what you learn to master and naturally develop as a programmer is the ability to perceive problems like on a level that nobody else has really trained their brain to do that. Because as a programmer, you're constantly, when you're building something, you're constantly thinking about how it's going to clash with other systems and all this type of stuff. And just doing that all the time sort of gives you, it sort of increases your ability to problem solve or even identify problems. And apparently that's linked to the part of the brain that's turned on. Because, like, even just normal things, like, whatever the situation is, I'll think of problems and people are like, oh, fuck, I didn't think of that. But that's because he hasn't been training himself for the last 15 years to think about all possible problems constantly, you know what I mean? Yeah, they done a brain scan on me. Okay, they had to check my brain out. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, as a programmer, that's essentially the. Because it's like training. It's like your normal people just don't think like that. They don't like think far enough, you know what I mean? So, and that's just something you do in general as a programmer, and you get like it makes you you know, process things differently. May God have mercy on us all. I'm about to email Unreal Engine and go, come on, guys. I'm trying to build a fucking metahuman, and you haven't even completed the metahuman creator system. There's bugs throughout the fucking whole thing. I'm walking around like, I'll send him a picture of my character and go, what do you think is the problem here, Unreal Engine? What do you reckon is missing here? Do you agree that having a textured face increases the immersion or the intensity of the gameplay? If you want your 5% Unreal Engine, you need to do better, mate. All right? Because I'm not even going to be able to build a game unless you fix this. Do you know what we could do while we're waiting? No, we can't. Not technically, not now anyway. We could probably look at the tattoo logic, because I'm interested in how that works. And he even says it in the asset. It's a very resource hungry logic, because he's probably doing some really ridiculous shit. So we'd have to work out how it's done and then work out a much more optimized way to do it. And maybe we can, and I'm assuming it's unoptimized because it's like a system that creates the tattoo, and it's like a constant thing. Like maybe if you can bake the tattoos into the skin and like only have a certain style tattoo on a certain section of the body, and maybe you could have like all the tattoos on the bodies in their certain positions, but then mask out and hide certain tattoos until they actually have a tattoo, and then you visualize that tattoo. Like, you need to think about that type of stuff. That's like, I love optimization processes. Thinking about how you can optimize things, watching things, you know, react quicker. It's always good. It doesn't look like you can hear it. Oh. I reckon we just open up Gmail and just start going off. EpicGames.com, gmail.com. Fucking, we've had enough over here in the indie development sphere, mate. Fucking, oh, what the fuck, bro? Maybe if I turn the virtual texture on now in the material, interesting. Okay. It's not going to save everything until I close this. VT. Virtual texture. Interesting. Okay. Oh. Alright, base color animated delta has invalid texture. CM1, 2, and 3. Interesting. since this thing's fucking, he's like, man, since you don't want to toggle substrate, fix the bait texture generation bug first. Oh. That's ridiculous, bro. Oh, maybe because those are both on, it doesn't know what it wants to do. Let's just turn this off. Baked import. Uh-huh. I have no idea what the hell this shit works here, man.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today let's take a look at the MetaHuman Creator plugin in version 5.7. Is there anything new? Yes, there is. First, in the Materials tab, in the Skin section, you can now choose the texture resolution you want to download as the texture sources. And you can set an individual resolution for each texture. In 5.6, this didn't work correctly. No matter what you selected, after assembling, the texture resolution was always the same. Now it finally works as expected. In the assembled settings, you can also override the preset resolution for each texture individually. That's a great new feature.
Outfit here, which is actually the wardrobe item, the WI, and we drag that in like this. Now, I see the texture here, but if I double click this to start using it, you'll see that the texture doesn't show up, right? How unsatisfying. We just bought this, or possibly.
See, look, like no one else is having this problem. It's just me. That'd be cool. To be able to turn yourself into a metahuman. Look, not a single video talking about it. Ah. Well, I do not see my... Okay. Well, man. Well, if anyone knows what's going on, I'd love a message. Look how far we've gone back. Wasn't even out by this time. I don't know why we get that message or warning. It's ridiculous, this thing, man. Freezing. But yeah, hour and 51 minutes into this fucking nightmare. Fucking hell, mate. I'm just trying to assemble a metahuman. Fuck me dead, brother. And you can't just like download the old school metahumans from the Quicksort. This is where the parametric logic happens, and you have to fucking use this. Like, where's material? Oh, head. Okay. Assembly. Okay. It's fucking ridiculous, man. Why does this look like a monkey? Fucking hell, mate. Wow. Angry pose? What if, because that is part of the base. What if I reinstall this? I'm lost. I have no idea what the fuck this could be, man. Oh, it's not. Fuck me dead, brother. Okay. Okay, those errors are gone. Yep, bit of an issue. I feel like it's the base, the common files need to be rebuilt completely, I'm assuming. So we can go like this. We can just remove that whole fucking thing, bro. Just get rid of the lot. Yep, bit of an issue, guys. Shout out to the two watching on YouTube and the one on Twitch, but that's where we are. 2 hours in, pulling our hair out. Like, it's showing here. Like, what's the difference? Hopefully, you know, turning the virtual textures off and then rebuilding the entire thing with it off. Maybe that is what needs to be done. You know what I could do? I'll see if I can just migrate the metahumans over, and hopefully it would just it will come over intact and not. That's the next step. If this doesn't work, this guy's getting nuked, and we're gonna send over. I mean, that'll save us a lot of time, and it might get sent over intact. Who knows? Let's try and not do that. Let's see what happens when we don't do this. You know what? I've got 5.8 installed. I'm going to go and see if it happens on 5.8. And if it doesn't, all right, so if it still happens, we're going to try and migrate. If that doesn't work, we're going to test out 5.8. If we can upgrade to 5.8 just to fix that issue, we'll do it. Shout out to the two watching on YouTube and the one on Twitch. This is crazy, bro. Like, face textures, man. We're running out of options here. Fucking hell. And I don't know why, but where's old mate's nipples? I don't know why they don't have the nipples, but they don't do it for some reason. Shout out to the 2 watching on YouTube and the 2 on Twitch. That's where we are, undergoing the assembly process. Oh, fuck off. Fucking hell. Okay. Move here so I can nuke the fucking lot of you in one hit. We're going to do a little sneaky. Two hours in, and we haven't even got a metahuman. Like I say all the time, the face textures usually help with the immersion. Nuked. Boom. Bushka. 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 May God have mercy on us all. I'm hoping, because they're assembled and the meshes now exist with the textures, hopefully that will remain intact when I migrate them over. Unless, I'm assuming the substrate fucked up those materials as well. Oh, man. Shout out to the 2 watching on YouTube and the 1 on Twitch. But this is where we're at. The stress zone. I'm going to have nightmares. I'm going to wake up one day, I have no face textures. I'll be like, what the fuck? Not again. Fucking hell, mate. These are the culprits right here. Why? Oh, that's right. Okay. These are the files we want, actually. Yeah, look, because everything should be in place. How am I going to build the females, though? Fuck. I have to build them in the substrate build, then migrate them over into the... Make sure you hit the like button, guys. Consider subscribing. Usually helps getting the streams out there. But meta-human. Moment of truth. There's our 8 metahumans. Fucking oath. Fuck. Okay. That's fucking good. Alright, the only thing we need to do is now rebuild that. Okay. Well, that's okay. That's good. Oh, no. I have to rebuild them to do the new meshes. So what I'm better off doing is opening that build, building the meshes in that build, and then transferring them over. Okay. All right. So that's the process. I need to get them all. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build all of the metahumans on that build. I'm going to do all the clothing meshes, everything, and then when everything's good, then I can transfer it over, and then I'm good. So that's the process, guys. I have to do that, and that's the way I'm going to do it. And I have to rebuild the 8 metahuman males, and then I have to build 8 more, and then I can build the NPCs, and then I can just transfer them all over to the fixed build. So that's going to be the process, I think. But yous are probably a bit bored out of your mind already. But shout out to the 2 watching on YouTube and the 1 on Twitch. But that's probably where I'm going to leave it. So that's going to be the process. I need to build them over on the substrate build, get everything ready, migrate them over intact, so then we avoid the issue altogether. But yeah, that's the process. So that's the process for today, for this one at least. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the other build. I'm going to rebuild all the metahumans, get everything ready for the males, and then I'm going to just do the females. It's going to take a couple of days. So I probably won't be streaming for the next day or 2. But anyway, guys, that's probably where I'm going to leave this stream. I don't want to leave them super too long. But yeah, I'll probably see you in the next couple of days, hopefully with a bunch of metahumans to start working with. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.